Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Subnautica. Last time we began our long journey down deeper into the depths of Subnautica, and we are just going to continue on our way here. Now, quick note, I did have to run back up to the surface real quick because I failed at my attempt to do this in one trip, because I forgot something. I forgot to grab the modification station, so I ran back up to the base, grabbed that real quick, and we're back in here. So I started off facing the giant skeleton again, so now, because they came in from the original entrance, they're going to go to our right. We're heading roughly west-northwest here. And now we are about to dip below 900 meters, and this giant tree is basically your marker for making sure you want to go you're going the right way. And then after you find the tree, there's some other tips to make sure you're going the right way, but we'll get to those in a second. For the time being, we just got to get out and take a look at this thing, because this is pretty crazy. So, the giant cove tree. What in the world? It looks like there's this massive egg right in the middle of it, and if we take a little read at this, yep, that's a ghost leviathan egg. So this is where ghost leviathans are born. How freaking terrifying. Yeah. So, that's the giant cove tree. Pretty freaking cool. As far as I'm aware, you can't, like, kill the egg or anything like that. But, so now, if you're trying to get further down into the deeper parts of the game, you want to be looking out for these thermal vents and kind of follow them along. So there's one back there, there's one right here in front of us, and basically if you're hugging the left wall, you should pretty quickly find this little path over here, marked by yet more thermal vents right there, which are being a little slow with their steam. There we go. And we're just going to keep on going now. This is a very peaceful area in here. There's nothing really too scary to worry about in here, but it's about to get a whole lot more interesting as we keep heading down here. So, you're going to come around the bend to this interesting looking area here, and you can see there's this part that starts to drop. That is where we want to be. So we're going to kind of slot ourselves into this little downward sloping crevasse here. Like so. And you're going to keep following this blue water around. Oh, also this blue brine down here doesn't hurt you like the greenish colored brine does in the actual Lost River. So, because again, this whole area, I don't know why, I don't know the scientific reason or the chemical reason, but whatever. But, this nice blue glow in here kind of makes everything just give, a real nice peaceful vibe. And then we're about to get back into hell. Pretty much literally. So, as we come down here, you want to go through the little waterfall. And now we're getting into an area where things can start to get difficult. This is the inactive lava zone. And this is only a small part of the inactive lava zone. Things will get far more interesting as we proceed. Now, you can see a whole bunch of these little guys swimming towards the Cyclops. They are called lava larvae, and they are power suckers. They'll latch onto the Cyclops and drain power from it continuously, which is a real pain in the neck. Now down here there are lots and lots and lots of different kinds of resource deposits that you can mine with a drill arm. There are some shale outcrops, and there's lots and lots of deep shrooms as well. Plenty of fish swimming around too, so if you have a thermal blade or a fabricator on board your Cyclops, food should not be a problem. But we're gonna just keep following this thing. Let's see, we are heading south now on the compass. So actually kind of back towards the Aurora, roughly. Now, I'm ignoring the lava larvae for now, because they're gonna attach themselves continuously as we go through here, and there's not much I can do about that. So if I'm going to go smack them off, I might as well just get through this part and then go smack them all off at the same time. So, and I'll show you guys how you can figure out where they are on the hull. It's not just a random guessing game. Now, this is where you have to start being careful of your depth, because your limit is 1300 in this and the prawn suit if you only have the first upgrade in the prawn suit, and if you have the second upgrade in the Cyclops. Your limit is 1300 meters, and we are pretty much teetering on the edge of that right now. I mean, granted, we have 100 meters of leeway, but in reality, that's not actually that much. So just be paying attention. Now, once you start getting into this much more bigger open area, this is where you're going to start finding kyanite. And kyanite is what you need to make those better depth upgrades, and that's why we needed the modification station, so that when I found kyanite eventually, we could actually do that. Kyanite is most generally found as a deposit, though you can find it just kind of loose sitting around, but that's a lot harder to find. And given that resources should be spawning in correctly, we shouldn't have too hard of a time finding said kyanite. Now, I'm also going to start going into slow speed, kind of keep our noise down to a manageable level here, because there are some big baddies in this area that we don't really want to encounter. Oh my gosh, we don't have any on them. On us yet. So despite all of the lava larvae that we've been sailing past in our submarine, we have not gotten any to attach themselves to the hull yet. They'll be like little orange markers. Oh, there we go. There's one. And the side that it shows up on is actually correct as well. Oh, there's 3. Yeah, there's a ton of these things. And generally, if you're on medium speed, you're actually faster than them. So that's probably why we managed to keep so few on us for a while there. Now you can smack them with a knife. They'll survive one smack. One smack gets them off. If you can manage to hit them again, which is not easy, you can kill them. I think in 2 or maybe 3 swipes. But now here's an idea. I never thought to try this until just now. I wonder if we can propulsion cannon these guys off. Whoa. That's what I don't want to hear. So, well, we'll see it sooner or later. I won't spoil it. Where is the other one? There was one more, wasn't there? There was 3. Oh, there he is. Aha! That's an option. Now, if I slam it into the ground hard enough, it disappeared, I guess. I don't know if I send it through the ground or what, but it's gone. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, I don't like these sounds. Alright, well, let's hop into the prawn suit and try to go find some kyanite. We already have the drill arm on there. Let's top off on water and stuff. 1, 2, 3 marble melons. And let's see. Oh, did I miscount? Wait. 1, 2, 3. Whoops. Come on. Give it to me. There we go. Oh, no, I did not miscount. I did it right. Perfectly. There we go. Now we are full on food and water, and we have a full marble melon farm. Alright, let me just confirm that we have all of our upgrades. Yep, death module. We got the drill arm. We're good to go. Okay. Kyanite stands out like a sore thumb. It's real easy to see if you can get it to render. Now, generally speaking, the rendering and loading and all that stuff has been a lot better in the full version of the game here. And it's certainly, oh my god, it's handling so much better than it used to. It's handling 1,000,000 times better. That's an exaggeration. It's handling at least 3 times better, at least, than it used to in the old days. Like, I have a hardcore save that, you know, for most updates to this game, saves don't update in every single regard. Hello. The hardcore save I have is still using like the old way of loading, and it is hard to play that. Now here's kyanite. There's a warper over there, so I'm just gonna hope he doesn't come and try to mess with me. Now, a great thing that they changed about the drill arm a few patches ago, even prior to the full release, is that when you break something off of an ore deposit, it gets thrown straight into your inventory after like a second. Like so. Prior to that, it would break off and then start falling onto the ground and rolling around on the ground, and you had to try and manually grab it yourself. Which, well, is not ideal. Hello, Warper. And in a second here, I'll take off the grappling arm. I'll drop some stuff on the ground just to show you what that's like, because it's not pleasant. Let's put it that way. Alright, so Warper's doing his own thing over there. So, let's take off the grappling arm. Let's put it in the storage before I forget. Let's grab just a couple of kyanite out of here. And then I'm going to drop them on the ground in front of the prawn suit here. They're going to be rolling around. You'll see what I'm talking about here. It seems like, oh, just grab the thing. Easy, right? Well, when stuff is moving, and when you're, you know, being a little panicky because something's after you, if you don't, like, even if I initiate the button and then move off of it, or like if it moves out of the way, you can see how that would be a pain. And that's how you used to have to do it. And, oh gosh, I'm so glad it's not that way anymore. Now, how much kyanite am I up to? 6? That's probably enough for the depth upgrades, but I want more. And there should be plenty around. Now, do I be greedy and go look for more right now, or do I make my depth upgrades first? You know, I better just play it safe and go make my depth upgrades. So, this is what we need the modification station for. Ah, this red submarine, all these red pieces of equipment look so cool in this lava zone. The inactive lava zone, that is. We're gonna see the giant thing that I'm really afraid of sooner or later. We will see it. That's just a guarantee. I don't want to spoil what it is, though. Okay. Now, important note. While your prawn suit is docked, or the Seamoth for that matter, while it is docked, it is not subject to any kind of crushing from crush depth. So, yeah, even though we're about to rip out this thing's brain work depth module, because it's sitting in the Cyclops, it's fine. And I think it even like says that on screen. Maybe not, but oh, maybe it tells us when we go to launch. Docked vehicles is below its current crush depth. So yeah, it's basically telling us, hey, if you launch this now, it's going to start taking damage. But as you can see in here, its health is not going down. So we have all the time in the world to go over here. And, oh, don't tell me I'm forgetting something. Oh, the kyanite out of the inventory. Whew, good. I was about to say, oh, not now. Not now, game. I need 3 kyanite. Let's just put some titanium in there for a second. What? Don't tell me the titanium is like the one thing I needed. Of course it was. The plasteel? I don't think I need the plasteel for this one, right? Not for this one. Nope, there we go. Great. Depth module Mark II. Wonderful. So let's grab all the rest of this stuff out of here. Now, where it gets a little more interesting is in swapping out, there we go, 1,700 meters. Where it gets a lot more exciting is swapping out the Cyclops depth module and building that real quick, because there's not really anything else I can do other than just try to hurry this up. Now, thankfully, your submarine does not implode upon having its crush depth reverted to 500 meters, which seems more realistic if it were to just explode. But that doesn't happen in the game. Yeah. So we're going to grab it, we're going to craft the thing. As soon as we have that back in our inventory, we're going to run back to the console, we're going to plug it in, and we're good to go. And if we go and take a look at our damage, you can see if you do it really fast, you barely take any damage. And because there's no leaks, that damage takes care of itself right away. So that's why I put the modification station close to the door. Now, do I have enough kyanite? No, I don't. I used all my kyanite on both of those upgrades. Well, in the meantime, now that we don't have to worry about crush depth, we'll go looking for more kyanite, and we'll also, let's see, let's go ahead and put You and you and you away. We'll keep the ion cubes. No, we won't. We don't need them. We don't need them. We do need both of these purple tablets. Let's grab the prawn suit, and let's head on out. There's no reason to close that hatch, by the way. I just think it's cool. More immersive and stuff. So we're going to be keeping an eye out for kyanite, but we're also going to be heading towards the next goal, basically. The next story-based goal. Oh, look, there's kyanite over there. That's kind of out of the way, but... Ooh, excuse me. Big old uraninite deposit there. Oh, lots of kyanite. Cool. Sweet. Now, most things... most deposits, I should say, like quartz and titanium and lead. Ow, do you mind not dropping my prawn suit in the lava, please? Alright, where are you? No. Come here. You don't get to get away with that. Where are you? Yep, come at me, bro. Come at me. There's two of them out here. Ain't getting away with that scot-free. Most things, when you mine them, such as titanium and silver and stuff, they give you, like, anywhere from 9 to 13 or maybe 14 items. Kyanite is deliberately worse than that. You like, by design, you get less kyanite from deposits than you do other things from their deposits. And that's just by design to make it just a little bit tougher, which, you know what, I'm fine with. Kyanite is an exclusive resource that, quite frankly, you don't need that much of. You know, you're never going to need 2 lockers full of kyanite for anything in this game, like, ever. Unless you just build a fleet of, like, 30 Cyclopses and you want all of them to have thermoreactors and depth modules. I mean, you know, you'll never need this much kyanite for anything normal in the game. So, it's fine. I think I scared that one warper off. The other one, I guess, didn't bother coming over. He saw what I did to his friend, and he was like, I ain't messing with that thing. No way. I should mention, I don't want to demonstrate it because it happens pretty quick, but I should mention that you cannot stand directly in lava with your prawn suit, because it hurts, and it hurts fast. It does a lot of damage quick. So, I would be careful of that if I were you guys. Just, you know, watch where you're standing. Because things could end poorly for you. I want to get the, since we found kyanite already, I'm going to go ahead and make the thermoreactor module as soon as we get back to the Cyclops, because, you know, while I'm doing the other stuff that we need to be doing here, who knows how many stupid little lava larvae are going to attach themselves to my Cyclops and drain the power. And the thermoreactor is so good that it can outdo several lava larvae. I've had 5 on the hull at once, and the thermoreactor, while also charging my prawn suit, was still outdoing all 5 of the lava larvae and charging my prawn suit. And I was using the fabricator, like, all at the same time, and it was doing fine. So thermoreactor is win, and that's all you need to know. And this should be more than enough kyanite for the rest of the game, because we got some pretty good hauls out of those couple of deposits. Oh, I should mention too, lava larvae can and will attach themselves to the prawn suit as well. I don't know if they can attach to the sea moth, but you can't get a sea moth down here, normally speaking. At least not for long. I suppose you could bring it in the Cyclops and then deploy it for a little bit, but it's gonna take hull damage because there's nothing you can do to increase the depth further. But, you know, I suppose there's no reason they shouldn't be able to attach to the sea moth. Okay, with the kyanite, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're gonna go grab the polyaniline and the wiring kit. Oh, and the plasteel as well. Also, we're gonna see another thing that the drill arm is very, very useful for here in a little bit. Cyclops thermoreactor module. There we go. Now we're going to just run over here, and let's see. There's our energy right now, 857. In fact, before we plug this in, let's see if we have any lava larvae on the hull. We don't right now, so without lava larvae, and with the prawn suit already being fully charged, let's just watch how quickly the energy just skyrockets on this thing. It's pretty amazing. Look at that. It's even like it even skipped numbers there. Look at that. Oh, so good. So you'll have you won't have power problems anymore. I remember I was watching the Mighty Jingles play through this, and he was having serious power issues. And I don't know. Maybe it's because I know too much about the game, but I have never had that kind of a power issue in the Cyclops. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe he didn't realize there was a thermoreactor module, and he didn't realize as well that he'd be able to use that to a ridiculous effect fairly shortly. I don't know. But again, I know a lot about this game, probably more than I want to. Quite frankly, I don't know. Leave a comment down below. Has there ever been a game where you wish you could just wipe your memory of everything you know about the game and start over mentally as a noob and just learn everything again for the first time? Leave a comment down below. I would totally, if I could do that for this game, I'd totally do it. Because learning everything the first time in this game, whether on your own or whether using the internet, and just like that first raw experience of not knowing what's next, is just so cool in this game. The other game, well, one other game I would do that for at least is Ark, Survival Evolved, because I remember the first time I made like a simple pistol in that game, and I was like, this is all of my metal, and I have like 3 bullets, so this is going to be what saves my life and nothing else. I'm not going to waste this at all. But this and Ark are definitely games I would start over again with a fresh mind, you know. And I don't know. Other games don't come to mind off the top of my head, but I'm sure I could think of a few others if I gave it a little more thought. Anyways, you have this giant mountain here in the middle that you want to be going for. These warpers are still very upset. And there are 2 entrances that both look pretty similar, and they're marked by alien pillars like this. This is typically the entrance I find first. I don't even, quite frankly, remember exactly where the other one is, because I barely ever use that one. So, I think it is over... I don't even know. I really don't even know. It might not even be connected to this cave. Oh, hello. Get out of here. Lava lizards, I think these guys are called. Really annoying. So here's some of that loose kyanite I was talking about that you can find, but it's not incredibly common. And while I have him on the run, let's give him a quick scan.
Which has formed in this area can be carbon dated to between 800 and 3,000 Earth years ago.
Where are we? Back in the Bron. Where are you going? Where are you going? Get out of here. So, it's... I mean, you can kill them with the drill arm, but it takes a while. More often than not, you'll just scare them off. But let's go take a look at the info about the lava lizard. Ow. Jerks, they do like 5 damage to the prawn every time they bite it. Which is annoying, but it's not the end of the world. You want to stay off of my freaking prawn suit there? Oh, and here's a creature egg for it. You know what? I'm going to grab this. I guess we'll just stick it in my inventory for now. Ow! Jerk! He didn't actually do that much damage to me, which is surprising. Yeah, get out of here. So, there's this pretty convenient ramp that goes pretty much all the way to the bottom of where you need to be. And then there's this giant lake of lava underneath this big alien facility here. So, don't fall in the lava. It's not easy to get out of that quickly, and the prawn suit will take damage very, very quickly. Now, I don't think I've properly shown off the grappling arm yet, so I suppose we'll give that a try here in a second. Though with the jump jet upgrade, you don't, like I said last episode, the jump jet upgrade almost makes the grappling arm insignificant, because I can get pretty much anywhere I need just with that upgrade. But there you go. So I was holding the button. If you just tap the button, they've changed how it works a couple times, but if you hold the button, or well, if you tap the button, nothing really happens. If you hold the button, it'll go out, it'll grab something, and if you keep holding the button, it'll pull you in. And as long as you're holding the button, you'll still be attached to it. This is great for climbing up the sides of cliff walls and stuff, so I'll head back outside and demonstrate here. Like if I want to grab onto that, there we go. And as long as I hold the button, I'm still attached to it. Now I can go ahead and thrust, but since I'm not using my thrusters and I'm sitting still, I can actually charge my thrusters. So this is a way to hang out and just recharge your thrusters for a second, as long as you keep holding the right trigger, like so. Give it a little bit of lead like this, and you can let go and kind of George in the jungle, swing yourself across if you're better at it than I am. I'm just so used to using the thrusters for everything anyways. But now, next up on our list of useful things that the drill arm is good for, ion cube deposits. Check this out. There is just a whole bunch of ion cubes in a pile here that you have to use the drill arm to break up if you want them. Now, as for the ion cubes themselves, these must be an incredibly stable source of power, because these things are worth, like, what, 100 kilotons of TNT or something, and we're over here just drilling them with a giant 3-piece drill made of diamonds, diamond-hardened drill, on this massive piece of machinery. And we're just like, yep, this is fine. This is totally fine. No big deal. Now this is what is pretty cool. If you come over here and you insert an ion cube, we finally get to see what all these little gate-looking things are about. And if you guessed teleport network, you're correct. So this teleporter will take us back to the enforcement platform, which we found. You may remember we found one of these gates, one of these arches in the basement, so to speak, the basement or the lower level of the enforcement platform, and that's where that portal takes us. Each portal is linked to one specific spot, and generally each portal also only has one side where you can activate it, and the other side you just have to, hope that you activated the portal first. So at the arch, on the enforcement platform, we couldn't activate the portal. We have to activate this one first, and then it turns on the other one too. But they are two-way portals, they're not one-way. So now if we go over here, we need a purple artifact. This is why I made like 3 purple artifacts. 1 for the disease research facility and 2 for here. If we come up here, check it out, another color of artifact. This one is blue. So let's go ahead and grab this blue tablet here.
New blueprint acquired.
Smooth and coal with a blue light which illuminates an alien symbol resembling an uppercase H. Very neat. Oh.
To me.
I'm hearing voices in my head again. I'm hearing voices in my head. This is crazy. So you need 2 purple tablets to get through this place entirely. And you do need both of the tablets to get through the game. I suppose this room is optional, but I mean, why wouldn't you want to go in here? Because, well, you're about to see why you would really want to go in here. There's this little bit of information right here. Okay, cool. You may remember a long time ago we picked up a PDA. I think it was not a PDA. We picked up a bit of data at the enforcement platform that was talking about all the other alien facilities, and there was something about a primary containment facility, but the data was lost. This is where you can find that data, but first, let's scan the alien thermal plant here. This is what is generating so much power for all of the other installations on the planet. So let's give that a quick viewing there. Thermal energy into electric current at 90% efficiency. Boy, I wish humans could be that efficient at, like, anything. But anyways.
Integrating new PDA data. Primary alien facility location updated. Volcanic area connected to this cave system at depth 1.4 kilometers.
And let's go ahead and pull that up here. The alien. So there's the alien thermal plant. Alien containment facility goes under clues, codes and clues, because it actually tells you where it is. Southeast from here, depth of 1.4 kilometers. And that kind of shows you where all of the power for this, from this place, rather, is going to. Now this is a very cool data terminal here.
Integrating new PDA data. Emphasizing ion power blueprints from alien data. Blueprints stored to databank.
So now we can make power cells and batteries that use ion cubes to significantly buff their their power that they can provide us. So if we go in here, go to power. Oh wait, maybe not. No, never mind. Habitat installations. What else? What else do we need here? Water filtration. Oh, there's that. Okay. Well, where the heck are my thingies? I don't know. I know that we can go over here and find them. There we go. Ion battery and an ion power cell. If I remember correctly, they each have 5 times the normal charge of their normal, non-ion counterparts. So, yeah, I suppose that room is optional. But if you really don't know where you're going, you would really probably want to find that. If you kept just trying to go deeper and deeper, eventually if you putter around in this area long enough, you'll find a spot where you can go deeper. But I suppose that second room is not necessary. But boy, being able to make those ion power cells is pretty great. And come to think of it, you might need those blueprints for something later, actually. You might, if I'm remembering correctly. I really don't know for sure. Final note before we end the episode: some may say it's worth it to build a thermal reactor for the prawn suit. I see the reasoning. I see how that's useful, but for me, if the prawn suit's going to be docked with the Cyclops pretty much 24/7, and I'm going to be bringing the Cyclops everywhere, why not just make one thermal reactor module for the Cyclops, and then I don't have to worry about it for the prawn suit? The only reason I would want to make one for the prawn suit is if I was going to take the prawn from here to the end of the game on its own, which I think is a terrible, terrible idea. But I suppose if you wanted to do it, you could. Also, like, if you cannot find enough kyanite to make everything, which shouldn't happen, but if you can't, then I guess you can prioritize using the kyanite for a prawn suit thermal reactor rather than a Cyclops depth module, I guess, and then you can just have the prawn suit with its fully upgraded depth. I don't know. I don't see much of a purpose in making the prawn suit thermal reactor, but that's just me. Speaking of the Cyclops, here we are, back on board, and I bet our power is probably full. Oh, wow. No, it's not. What happened? What the heck happened? Why didn't our power keep charging? Why did you stop, oh power? Why did you stop short? Oh, it's going back down. Is it not hot enough here? Am I not close enough to the lava here? Oh, man. Here, let's go down. Let's go, actually. Whoa. Okay, is that better? Oh, there he is! Hi, buddy! So, the sea dragon skeleton that we found before, sea dragons are not extinct. That one was just dead. But they're most definitely not extinct, as you can see. So I'm going to back the Cyclops up over here. And I hope that we can get someplace hot enough for it to start charging, because it should be charging all the time. But I guess not. So we're going to park it right over top of this little bed of lava right here. There we go. That's what we're talking about. Now we should be charging. We got a couple more lava larvae on. Can I scan him from in here? Oh, I sure can. Hello. Then we're going to go deal with him. Ugly little jerk, isn't he? Lava larva. We have 3 now. There we go. Oh, notification. Okay, well, I'm going to go deal with them. And eat and drink. And then that'll do it for this episode of Subnautica. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. And as always, I hope to see you all in the next one.